Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, it's gonna be a different video because I'm not going to talk about my life, but rather I'm going to teach a specific lesson in mathematics, specifically grade 9 lesson here in the Philippines. So if you're interested or you want to learn, then just keep on watching. But before that, please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button. So if you're ready, roll VTR. Hi guys, so we're going to talk about this specific lesson, which is quadratic equation. So let us start having this question. What is quadratic equation? So as what you have seen in the screen right now, that is the standard form of quadratic equation. Now why we need to learn the standard form? We need to learn the standard form so that we could easily characterize or know if that given equation is a quadratic equation or not. So again, the standard form of our quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, c are real numbers, but a is not equal to 0. So what does that mean? Again, a, b, c are real numbers. So they could be a series of numbers. For example, 4, 7, 8, -1, and many other real numbers. X are what we call the variables. Variables are not limited to X but could also be some letters, as long as we could call that as a variable. While the 2 is the exponent. Take note, when you see an equation that having the highest possible exponent, that is 2, automatically that equation is what we call the quadratic equation. Let's go back to this definition below. A, B, C are real numbers, but A is not equal to 0. So what does that mean? Ax squared plus bx equals 0 is considered as a quadratic equation. Ax squared plus c equals 0 is still considered as a quadratic equation. Ax squared equals 0 is still considered as a quadratic equation, but bx plus c equals 0 is not an example of quadratic equation. Why? Again, as what I have said earlier, you could say an equation, quadratic equation, if the equation itself is having the highest possible exponent, which is 2. And what we have seen here, there is no such an exponent that is 2. Number 2, we could observe that real number a is not present in this equation. So therefore, this is not considered as a quadratic equation. So what are some examples of quadratic equation? First, 2x squared plus 4x plus 7 equals 0. As what we've observed, the real numbers a, b, and c are present, and we could also see that the highest possible exponent is 2. The next there is 3x squared plus 8 equals 0. Yes, it's still quadratic equation even though we could not see the real number b. It's because, as what we have here, a, b, c are real numbers, but a is not equal to 0. But as what we have observed here, real number a is present. Example number 3, x squared plus 25 equals 0 is still an example of quadratic equation, because again, we could see that the highest possible exponent is 2. Same as the fourth example, 2x squared plus 5x minus 9 equals 0. And the fifth example, 25x squared equals 0, are all considered as an example of quadratic equation. May I ask you this question? Is the sixth example a quadratic equation? Yes, because it is not yet simplified. If you will simplify 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 7, you could get 4x squared minus 8x minus 21 equals 0, which is now an example of a quadratic equation. What about the non-examples of a quadratic equation? The first non-example is 3x plus 5 equals 0. Again, it is not considered as a quadratic equation because as what we have observed, there is no such thing as the exponent, which is 2. The second example is still not an example of quadratic equation, although we could see real numbers a, b, and c, but as what you have observed, our exponent in that example is 5, and we could only say that the example is quadratic equation if the highest exponent is 2. Third, it's still not an example of quadratic equation, although it is not yet simplified, but if you to simplify it, you are not now following the quadratic equation standard form. Other examples. We have here 3x squared plus 8 equals 4x. Yes, you are not following the standard form of quadratic equation. 8 plus 4x plus 3x squared equals 0. Same as the x squared plus 3x plus 5 equals 3. They are still considered as a quadratic equation even though they are mixed, because they could be a quadratic equation if we could rearrange them into this. So from 3x squared plus 8 equals 4x, it could be now 3x squared minus 4x plus 8 equals 0 by just transposing 4x inside. You have also 8 plus 4x plus 3x squared equals 0 to 3x squared plus 4x plus 8 equals 0 by just rearranging them. We have also x squared plus 3x plus 5 equals 3 transformed to x squared plus 3x plus 2 equals 0 by just transposing it to the other side and subtracting 5 and 3, since when we transpose positive 3, it would be negative 3 on the other side. That's it. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. If you want to learn more, just comment down below what specific lesson in mathematics you want to learn next. This is John saying a carbon molecule turns into diamond only under pressure. That's it. See you in the next video. Bye.